So my name is Hannah Kile, and I'm 19 years old from Auburn, California, and I'm a singer-songwriter, and I'm getting prepared for my second album. It does not have a name yet, but I feel like it's really important for me to focus on the name of the album, just because my first album was like, this is me becoming someone, this is my first album, I'm out in the world, and then the second one is kind of where I'm coming out of my cocoon and kind of breaking loose and really, you know, showing everyone my full potential. My first album, it had a lot of softness and a lot of really under-the-cover feelings, you know, if that makes sense, really vague. Like, you know, there was a lot of slower songs, and this one's really more like, pow! It's really got more oomph to it than the first one. So it's so exciting, and it's so exciting to be in the new studio, and it's fresh and different, and I love it. I love playing music, not just for, you know, the fact of I get to be on stage, I get to have cool lights, I get to do this and that. It's showing your vulnerability and sharing it with everybody around you. That's just like baffling to me, and I see other songwriters who open up and show these people, this is where it hurts the most, you know, these are where my heartstrings ache, you know, and the great thing is that everyone and every single person in the room has felt that way before. And it doesn't matter the story, it doesn't matter, you know, who you are or what you've been through, everybody has felt the way that this person is singing about, and that's amazing to me, and sharing these stories and just being able to, you know, be a unit together and feel and hear the music and enjoy it. I love it.
Now, when do you expect this album to be out?
Well, I'm hoping by the end of the summer, ideally. Yeah, that's maybe end of August, September. If you donate, you know, a certain amount of money, you get a signed album and a thank you card from the band saying thank you for, you know, joining us on this experience. And my favorite is it's the lyric book perk. So we're going to be taking photos and, you know, pictures all over the place throughout the recording process, and then I'm going to put it in a book with all the lyrics to all the songs on the album and mail it to you signed. So I would love for you guys to come and enjoy our experience and get your perks and just join in on the fun.
My name is Wes Vion Kyle. I am Hannah's older brother, and I'm a keyboard player and a guitar player. I played on the first album, Becoming Someone, that she did. I did some of the keyboard work and the guitar work, like solo work and stuff. It's been great working with my sister. We've been doing it for years, you know, ever since we were about 10. We did our first album, so it's just been a great experience, you know, growing up and being able to play music with your sibling. It's just natural, awesome energy and chemistry all over the place, and we got a good group going, you know, Phil and Barry on the stand-up bass, good vibes, everything. Nothing to complain about over here, you know.
Very nice. So, how much older are you?
I'm 5 years older. I'm 23, so 4 years. Yeah, about 5 years.
And you guys been playing together?
Yeah, I mean, she started out on piano, and I played guitar for a long time, and I told her she needs to play guitar, and I picked up the piano, so we swapped, and then I taught her guitar, she taught me singing, so we kind of just meshed together, and, you know, here we are doing what we do. It's cool. It's been a trip, actually, some of the things that, you know, how we what's the word, interact, you know, musically, being siblings and stuff, and just, it's cool.
For you, how is the second album different from the first?
Well, she's got a lot of new songs and stuff, and like she basically said, it's got a lot more energy. The first one is really mellow, and there's a lot of songs that are, I mean, they're all great songs, they're all deep and stuff, but this one's more like wha-bam, you know, and I'm excited about that because I like more high octane anyway, so it's funner for me as well, you know. I'm happy to be on the second album as well, you know. It's cool. So hope you enjoy it, you know. Come out to live shows, Hannah Kile, and we'll see you there.
I'm Barry Pryor, and I play the upright bass with Hannah Kile. Played the electric bass since I was like 15. I started off playing guitar, and then I switched to bass. I kind of got forced into it. And then, so about 20 years ago, I got an upright bass, so I've been messing around with that too. And she wanted me to play the upright bass, so, and I kind of wanted to too. I don't really play it enough, you know. And it's a completely different approach than the bass guitar, so that's kind of neat, you know.
So what are your thoughts on these songs and the record you're about to record?
You know, they're really good. She's real, I think they're real artistic and they're diverse. They're kind of a lot of different themes and lyric content and styles, a lot of different styles, which is cool, you know. It's, because to me, I get bored if it always sounds the same, so that's what I liked about her stuff, was it was real different. Come to shows and pick up the CD and the lyric book, and yeah, I know you'll like it. It's going to be real good.
I'm Phil Johnson, and I'll be singing some harmony and perhaps some percussion and whatever else need to throw into the mix. I met Hannah at a music festival, and it was a wonderful experience. I was walking through the parking lot of the campground. We were all camped out together, and her and her friend were just walking through, playing and singing, just by themselves. And I just heard these beautiful voices, and I turned around. I'm like, I'm just going to sing some harmony. I'll just walk behind them, because they were walking through camp, and I was singing harmony with them. And it was so fun. We just had the greatest time, and we said, well, let's get together tonight. We'll play more music. And a couple days later, we finally met up, and we played till all hours of the night. And it was, I think, one of the most magical musical experiences that I ever had. Then after that, like, oh, we got to get you to Chico. We got to play a show in Chico. And Mom Muse, a local Chico band that's done quite well, had a similar experience with her. And we teamed up and said, oh, let's do a big show in Chico. So we did, and since then, Hannah's been a musical partner and also a very good friend. She's a wonderful person. And whoops. So, okay. Can we do? Oh, and I thought I was doing so well.
Keep that in somehow.
Okay. Yeah. So anyway, we continued to get together and play music, and did some mandolin work on her first album, and now just doing whatever I can throw in on her second album, and just enjoy being part of her whole musical life. So yeah, I'm excited to hear the album. I'm excited to hear the finished product. Her music just keeps growing and growing. I mean, luckily I get to be one of the first people that hears her new songs. So it's like, oh, Phil, I got a new one. So it's like, all right, lay it on me. And it's always exciting. And it's going to be nice to hear those new songs orchestrated well on an album. So, yeah, excited about that.
So the question everyone wants to know is, where were you on January 12th about 8:30?
January 12th at 8:30. I have no idea.
Everyone else seems to know exactly where you were. Why don't you know?
Where was I?
A little icebreaker.
Yeah. Had to think about it.
That's hilarious.
I'm Ryan Miller. I play guitar and sing a little bit, mostly harmony. I met Hannah through Phil Johnson, a mutual friend of ours, and we ended up opening up for her at a show a couple years ago in Chico, and I think it was our first show, Phil and I, and we were very nervous. Right before we were going on, a gentleman out in the audience had a heart attack, and so it was just, we couldn't have been more nervous. And Hannah came right after us. I don't think Hannah could have been, I mean, she was fine. She just rolled with it at the time she was 16, but, you know, she's already on her way of being a seasoned performer. And anyway, that's when we met her, like I said, a couple years ago. And we've been kind of on her coattails a little bit for the last couple of years, opening up for her here and there, and or playing with her on bits and pieces in her shows. And so, yeah. I'm a newcomer to I haven't played any on the new album yet, so really I'm just starting to ease into it right now. I'm familiar with Hannah's music, but even coming here, playing tonight, I'm figuring it out on the fly. So, and I think, you know, that's how it's been at our past shows. It's very casual. You just show up and contribute what you contribute, and it's all good. It's just going to unfold how it unfolds. I really don't have any preconceived notions about it. And I know the nice thing about playing with Hannah is that she's very encouraging, and it seems like whatever we bring, she's happy with it. And so I like that part. I like playing with her, that I always feel good about whatever we're doing. And she gets so excited about what she's doing. Again, I came here not knowing what we were going to be doing. I didn't know what song we were going to be playing until maybe a few minutes before we got here. And yeah, it was a great environment. It was casual, and we just kind of, you know, were able to take our time to kind of find out what we were doing and how it all fit together.